Hi, it's Kathy Kress again, and I am doing the Dysfunctional Family in my YouTube channel, Geriatric Care 1, and it's during the holidays, but this could be any holidays because the worst of all possible times for the dysfunctional family is actually any holiday you celebrate. Could be 4th of July. So we have been doing a dysfunctional family named the Snipers, and if you go back to the last episode, you will see what it's all been kidnapping with the Snipers. They've kidnapped the father back and forth and back and forth. And so the Geriatric Care Manager who works with the Sniper family is just, her hair is on fire. She's tearing her hair out. Oh my God, what do I do? She assesses for conflict, which all these families have in common. And I asked you some questions at the end of the last episode about what you thought about various things like 2 kidnappings. And so the Geriatric Care Manager decides to bring in a mediator because she realizes this is a highly conflictual family and they need to have a family meeting with a mediator, which was a really good thing that I'd suggest you do with any sort of kidnapping family or dysfunctional family. She approaches a mediator, and you can find a mediator through mediator.The that has an elder care practice as well, and that's what you want, a mediator that that knows elder care. And so she gets a mediator to come in, and this is in the Bay Area, and we have a lot of mediators here in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay, of course. And so she brings in Meredith Mediator. And Meredith Mediator says she'll take the case, and she's perfectly willing to work with the Geriatric Care Manager. She feels like you could do it together. And so that's what can really happen. You can work in tandem, just the way you work with a doctor or a nurse or a skilled nursing facility with a mediator. And so the Geriatric Care Manager brings all the history of the various kidnappings back and forth, and the dysfunctional family, and the Sniper mediation begins. And first of all, the mediator and the Geriatric Care Manager have the father see a neurologist. He's the older man who's been kidnapped twice now. And the Geriatric Care Manager comes up with a new care plan. And during the meeting, the mediator really works with the family and gets this very conflictual, very angry family that cuts off to agree, these 2 brothers and sisters. They agree, and that's what mediators can do. They can work on consensus, which is very hard to do in a dysfunctional family unless you have mediation skills. Mediators classically work with divorced couples. That gives you a clue about and custody. So the dysfunctional elder family is something they can do well. So Meredith Mediator, gets the family to agree to certain things. And one of them is that they will financially account for any gifts they get from the father. And that's been a historic problem here. The father, has been giving gifts to the son Sam all his life, financial gifts, and there was a question of whether Susie really took the father in for financial benefits. So that has to be reported to the Geriatric Care Manager and the mediator, and if they don't comply, then it's going to go to the court in a conservatorship. And the second thing is that no one asked Steve for money. Duh! And they agree to this, and they agree to the reporting, and they know that Adult Protective Services has come in, so the court could get involved. So they realize there's no way out now. But the mediator doesn't threaten them, doesn't blame back. She has a meeting where she talks to them, she gets consensus among them, and this works out quite well, and then the Geriatric Care Manager continues to work with them. So this is a sniper example of sniping families for the dysfunctional family, and I will see you next time. Happy holidays, whatever holiday you're suggesting you're celebrating now, and always go to my website, kathykress.com.